our shoulders back and down, touching our chin. We're going to think about our breathing, and we're going to breathe out, breathing into the lower part of the lungs, hold it for a second, breathe into the middle part of the lungs, and into the top part of the lungs. Then as we breathe out, we're going to breathe out through the top, through the middle, through the bottom. And we're going to keep going up and down, trying to fill the lungs in 3 dimensions. So we want to jump in. Try to ignore the storm that's going on around me and just think about your breathing. So breathing out into the lower part of the stomach, hold for a second, into the middle part of the chest, hold for a second, into the upper part of the chest, hold for a second. Then reverse that as you're breathing out. Just going to breathe gently. sound of the rain, sound of nature. We're going to work on our neck. We're going to hold it and stretch it in slightly different position, but we're going to think about the breathing as we're doing this. So as we drop our chin forward, and bring our hands to our head and give our head a little pull, but don't roll forward. Try and breathe into the upper part of the neck, go into the back of the neck, back of the shoulders. And then release the arms and bring the head back up. So we're going to take the chin back. Now if you need to, you can always support the head when you're going back. But you're going to lift the chin up to the ceiling, and you're going to try and breathe into the front of the chest, so more into the upper part of the lungs. Bring it back to center. So we're tucking the chin in, and we're going to bring the ear towards the left shoulder. We're going to push the right hand down to the floor, and with the left hand give the head a little pull. Now you're going to breathe in to the left side, the right side, sorry, of your lungs. Bring it back up. And you just be very careful when you're in this position not to be looking at whatever somebody's doing up. Try and keep your head still so that you don't pull anything in the neck. So let's try the other side. So tuck the chin in, bring the inner towards the right side, pull down, push the hand towards the floor, breathe into the left side of the leg. So we're going to turn and look over our right shoulder, twist on with our hands, but this time we're moving diagonally. back up, roll it back up. Let's bring our hands to our back, pull our elbows together, push our hips forward, tuck our chin in, breathe into the body. So we're going to take it to the side, turn the right palm from back, lift up, reach over, breathing out, breathe in to the right side of the body. Bringing it back up. Change sides. Left hand goes back, breathing, and out. So we're going to twist and again we're going to hold. So we're turning towards the right, we're breathing into the front of the left lung and the back of the right lung. Let me do that again. Turn to the right, we're breathing into the front of the right lung and the back of the left lung. Breathing diagonally. And change side. And bring it back. So we're going to do this one more time on all sides, but I'm not going to talk this time. 3 breaths. Enjoy your breathing. See where you want to breathe as well. So you don't have to follow what I say. You can try the other way and just notice how it might feel different. So here we go. And bring it back. Lovely. So we're going to rotate our arms. Now if you find that your shoulders hurt, then just keep the arms down and just move the shoulders. If you can, you're bringing the arms up and back down and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to do 8 one way and then we're going to change directions. And then we're taking it backwards, thumbs go back, lifting them up, bringing them forward. Thumbs go back, up and forward. And give the arms, shoulders a little shake. So let's do it the same thing with our legs. You need to hold the wall, swing them forwards and backwards, keeping the knees straight at the front and the back. Don't lean back, don't go forward, it's just from the hip. And bringing it down, change sides. And bring it down. So we're taking it out to the side, across the body, and out, keeping the feet facing forward. We're going to do 10 and then we're going to pull the leg up into tree pose. And then bringing it up. Hold it if you need to. Lovely. And then bringing it down, move on to the other side. So again, out and to the side. And then up. Bringing it to wherever you feel comfortable. And bringing it back down. Give your legs a little shake. Give your bum a little shake. So let's take it into sun salutation. So we're going to step back and so it's not the Friday one, it's not the jumping one, it's a stepping back coming into lunging warrior. So I'm going to take my camera down a little so you can see a bit more of the legs and less of my head. Oh, wrong place, wrong one. Bring yourself into mountain pose. Making sure that you're pulling in your thighs, lifting them up, bringing everything into the right position. Think about what you want to gain, what you want from the world, what you want from life, how you're feeling. Here we go. We're going to breathe in, lift up and reach back. As we breathe out, We come into a forward bend. We can bend them knees if we need to keep that back straight. Let the head drop down. As we breathe in, we're straightening the legs, pulling the shoulders back, tucking the chin in, pushing forward, pushing the chest to the floor to get a nice straight back. Bend the knees, bring the hands down. Let's step back with the left foot. Either stay here or lift up to a lunging warrior. Up to you. Take the hands down to the floor. Step back to down dog. Walk them feet if you need to. Use them fingertips to pull in. Come up onto your tiptoes, still pushing in. Roll forward, pull it into plank. From here, you can drop the knees if you need to, bend the elbows, roll yourself out, lift up into cobra or sphinx. Back to the knees if you need to, jump up to down dog, lift the left foot up in the air, stretch it back, look forward, bring it in towards your chest, step it forward, lift up to lunging warrior. Bring the hands back down, step in and breathe in, reach up, reach back. One more. Lovely. Beautiful. So we're going to take it into triangle. So if you want to, you can have a block on the floor by your foot. We're going to start to bring our hands round the back. And if you can, you're going to grab hold of your clothes wherever you can, so that you're holding the body round. If you can, you might be able to get your hand in by your thigh and hold it down here, but you don't have to, okay? I'm going to drop it down to my feet, so that you can see the feet, and then my hands go down to the floor anyway, so I'm kind of down there. Oh, I messed about with that, didn't I? So, you start off with the 2 feet facing in, we turn them out. You can have the block at the front of your foot. If you need a chair or you don't even want to, you can always place your hands on your legs. You're not locking this knee out. You're straightening the leg, but you're not bending it, but you're also not locking it out. There's a little flex in there. Okay, so that we're not going to hurt the knee. We're working the muscles. They're doing all the work. So you want to imagine that we're squeezing our legs together so that we start to tighten up the thighs and then tighten up all the muscles, lifting the toes to tighten up the muscles, squeeze the back thighs, squeeze the inner thighs, everything we do when we're standing in mountain pose. We're going to keep, again, like I said, them knees slightly unlocked. We're taking If it's the right leg out, we're taking the left hand around and it's grabbing hold of the clothes on the right side or the leg. We're taking the right thumb up. We're breathing out and reaching over and then bringing it down, placing it on the block, on the floor, on the leg. Now that top arm, we're sliding ourselves back. So we don't want to be leaning over the leg, looking at our toes. We want to be rolling backwards to the side so that we can look up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to lift up. And while we're here, we can take it into reverse. So lean backwards and lift that arm up in the air. Then I'll change the camera. That's it, perfect. And then bring it back down. So the same thing, we're bringing the toe in, we're moving our block over, taking our feet out. Now the stance depends on you. Sometimes a shorter stance is better for some people, sometimes wider. Think about what's happening in your hips. So take the right hand round the back, grab your clothes, or get it right in. You can go down and kind of grab the thigh, that makes it easier. Reach the hand out, reach over, take it down. Pull the shoulders back, look up to the ceiling. And then we're going to lift and reach back. Lift the arm up into a reverse triangle. Bring it back down, take that arm back out. So let's do one more each side. We're taking that arm back again. It's going wherever it can go. Reach over. Arm down, twist and look up. Keep pulling that shoulder back. This will help for the next bit, the third one. And lift, reach back. Bring it down. Undo the arm. Let's change legs. So down, grab hold, reach forward, take it down, twist it back. Hold it. 3 breaths. Where's it easy to breathe into? Left or right lung? Or both? And breathing in, lift, reach back. And then breathe out to bring it down. Bring it back in. Turn the foot in. So we're going to turn it into our twist. Now with the twist, we're bringing the arms around. So it's the right leg that's turned out. We're turning towards the right hand's coming behind, and the left hand's going towards the floor. We're using the arm, again the elbow, to twist back round. Me and V looked at each other at the same time. And now we're going to rotate back out. Take the arms out. Bring them down. So let's bring it to the other side. Turn the left foot out. Turn the right foot facing forward. The hips are facing forward. We're rotating, and as we do that, The left hand comes behind onto our back. The right hand goes down onto the block, onto the floor. We got thunder. We're lifting the elbow up and we're twisting to look behind. We're pushing down into the outside edge of the feet. We're making sure their knees are still relaxed, that it's the muscles that are doing the work. We're squeezing our inner thighs, working them muscles. And as we come out, we're going to lift up and twist back out. Bring the hands down. So let's do one more. Turn out the foot, rotate the body, take the hands down, twist back. And we're coming out, reaching up, hands go down. Lift the toe, turn it in, turn the other foot out, rotate, take it down. Lift the elbow, look behind. And again, we're lifting, rotating out, bringing it down. Give yourself a little shake. So we're going to take it into a bound triangle. So I'll show you first, and that way it's probably easier for you to watch before you do it. And I'll do it backwards. So we're going to turn out our right foot. We're going to bring our left hand behind. We're going into a bent knee. Can you see me there? Yeah. And then we're grabbing hold of the elastic underneath. Now it has to be by our thigh. It can't be flossing our butt. It has to be back here. Then the front leg and roll back so you're looking up to the ceiling. When you come out, bend the knee, relax the bottom hand. You can always bring it back to the knee. Bring the other hand out. Push yourself back up. Okay? So again, I'm going to do it backwards just so that it's easier for you to see what I'm doing for the first one. So I'm going to do, you're going to do right. You're going to do left, I'm going to do right. So, we're going out, bending the knee, taking the elbow down, taking the hand behind, reaching down, grabbing hold of the elastic or your hand, whatever you've got. Walk the hands up towards each other. Straighten that front leg, pull the shoulder back, look up to the ceiling. Lovely stretch for the hamstrings. And then we're bending, releasing the bottom hand and coming up. Bring the arms down. Bring the foot in. Let's change. Turn the foot out. Change the band over. Bend the knee. Bring that elbow down. The back hand goes in behind the back of the band. Reach down, see if you can grab hold of the band. Walk them towards each other. Push the leg straight. Pull the shoulder back. And relax and lift up. Pull it out. Lovely. Give yourself a little shake. So, we're going to try one more. I'm doing it from the front. If you want your band, have your band. I'm going to let my band go. So, here we go. Turn the foot out. Bend the knee. Take it down. Bring it and link into a bound angle pose. Straighten the leg. Twist up towards the ceiling. And then bend the front knee. Bring yourself up and out. Turn the foot in. One more. Changing sides. Reach over. Bound angle. Straighten the front leg. Twist. And again, drop the knee. Bring yourself up. Lift out. Turn the foot in. Jump yourself in. So we're going into a standing split. So I'm going to drop it down. Now your hands can be on a chair, they can be on a block, they don't have to be all the way on the floor. When you're coming down, you're trying to keep the arms in line here and you're trying to bring it all the way to the floor. But if you need to, you can bend the knees and bring your hands all the way to the floor. So I'm going to change it over so you can see my feet. So we've brought ourselves down to the floor any way we can. We're going to plant our right foot down. We can stretch the toes out. Make sure that they feel okay. Bring all the weight over. Bring the left foot up in the air. Lift it up. Kick it up towards the ceiling. Try and straighten. And like I said, that hand can be on the block if it feels it has to be there. Straighten the leg. Keep kicking that leg up. See if you can grab hold of the leg and pull yourself in with one hand. You've still got one hand on the floor. If it doesn't feel nice, then you don't have to. You're going to bend the knee in and bring it down. Again, if you need to bend the knees, you can bend the knees. That's fine. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stretch the toes out. And our left foot, we're going to make sure that the foot feels nice and strong. Lift the weight off the heel so that we know we've got it ready on that left foot. Lift it up. Kick it into the air. Walk the hands back. Look towards the knee or just trying to get the chin past the knee. Use the hand to pull in, whatever you want. Kicking the leg up in the air. Bend the knee in, bring it down, bend the knees, lift the head, stretch up. We're going to take it down one more time. So stretch out. Take the hands towards the floor. Move the weight to the right foot. Lift the left foot, lift it up, kick it up. Walk the hands in, pull the legs in. We'll try both hands. And then pull that knee in the air in towards the chest. Step it down. Move the weight to the left. Lift the right foot. kick it up. Do whatever you want. Just be very cautious. Bend the knee in, step it down, lift up, reach back and bring the arms back down. Lovely. So we'll take it into a dancer's pose before we go down. With dancer's pose, you're grabbing hold of your toes. So unlike bow where you're here, dancer's pose, you're here. You can have the hand on the wall, you can lift it up in the air. You're pushing the leg back. We'll stay upright for the first one. The second time we'll see if we can go towards the floor. So if you need to, hold it here. Keep the body straight. Push out. Let me change that position. So lifting up, lifting the arm up, reach back. And then bringing it down. Move the weight over. Change legs. Lifting up, pushing back, reaching back. And bringing it down. Lovely. So if you've got a chair or anything like in case you don't want to go down too far, we're going to do the same thing but we're going to move forward. And again, if you want, you can walk down the wall. Hold onto the wall and walk down the wall. And I'll do that with the first one. So, on the second one, sorry. So you're lifting up, lifting the arm up, then you're reaching forward. Bringing the hand to the floor or use the wall to lower you down. When you've got to wherever you want to go, so if you've got the block in your hand, you bring it onto the floor. Once the hand's down, you may find you can push that little bit extra. And then if you bend that front knee, lift, or standing knee, sorry, stand back up again. So let's try the other side. So lifting the foot, reaching forward, bringing the hand towards the floor or the block towards the floor. Once it's down, push up. Bend the front knee. Lift up a little bit more gracefully than I just did. And bring it down. Give yourself a little shake. We're going to bring ourselves onto the floor. So reaching up. Take it to a forward bend. Jump back. And then down into child. While I again change the position of the cover. So we're going to take it into a forward bend. Now if you find that when you go forward you curl or your knees want to really bend up, grab hold, get a towel, a rolled up towel or one of your cushions, place it under your knees so that your knees don't have to go straight. You're keeping them slightly bent. If you want, have your band, place it around your foot. Bring the toes pulling back, pull the stomach in, walk your hands down your band as far as you can, but keeping that back straight. Lift the chin up, and then you're pulling with the elbows, trying to keep that back as straight as possible. You don't want to curl. You want to push your belly down into your lap. You can grab the ankles, that's fine as well. You can grab the sides of the feet, that's good. But you don't want to be over the top of the feet, otherwise the shoulders come up. So bring them down to the side of the feet, and that way you'll keep the shoulders down. And then you're going to breathe in and you're going to lift up and hold it here in staff pose. And this is kind of the counter to what we've just done. So we're going to go forward again, bringing the hands down. Walk them either down your legs or down the sleeve band, whatever you prefer. Toes pulling back, chin tucked in, pull the belly in. Bend the elbows, bring the belly towards the thighs. And then bringing it back up. So take the feet wide. Pull the toes back. Make sure that the pelvis is tilted so that you let the water fall out the front. If you need to, again, stick a rolled up towel underneath your bum to tilt your pelvis forward. Try and keep your toes pulling backwards. Walk your hands out. Again, keep them shoulders down. Try and get the elbows to go down on the floor. Lifting the chin up. And then we're going to lift back up and hold it nice and straight. So again, we're going to take it forward, walk it forward, shoulders down, try and drop them elbows to the floor, keeping the chin lifted to try and keep that back nice and straight. Keep pulling them toes back. Bring it back up. Bend the knees, bring them back in. We're going to take it over into plough. Now, I'll show you a few different tricks. If your legs don't go all the way to the floor, you can either use a buffet, you can use a chair, anything you like, so that the feet don't have to go down. So if I use this, bringing my head sort of just underneath it, so always make sure that when you come up that you don't bang your head on here. You're using your hands to push up, and then you can bring your feet so that they can lean on top of a chair or a buffet, anything like that, and it just makes it a little bit easier for you to stay in this position. Now, for some people, just getting in to that position is hard enough as it is. So, if you think, I can't even get me bum off the floor, I don't know what you're on about, Mari. Go to a wall, put your feet on the wall and lift as if you're going into a shoulder stand. And then you can just let the one leg go over and the other leg go over. So there's different ways. You may find that it hurts your shoulders when you go into it. So again, you can make extra cushioning so that your shoulders sit on here. But it's basically you're bringing your feet over your head. So I'm going to move down because my feet will go a bit further down. So with it, you're pushing with your hands, lifting your legs in, and then swinging the legs up and over. Walking your hands up until the feet touch down on the floor or onto the bench, anywhere they want to go. Hold your back if you need to, or you can bring your hands flat down. You can take them out by your feet. You can keep the feet here, or you can let the feet go right the way out. So everything is just similar to what we were doing, but in the opposite direction. It encourages blood down towards your thyroids, towards your head, but without putting too much pressure on the head. It keeps the back nice and straight, no pressure on the spine. Shoulder blades should be underneath, so there shouldn't be any pain on the neck because you're sort of sitting on the shoulder blades rather than the neck. And then when you're ready, bringing your hands back under, tuck the legs in, walk yourself back down. Now you can either push into fish, which is bringing the head all the way down, letting the arms and the shoulders roll back, or you can just let your head go back if you find that fish is too hard. You could always put a block underneath your shoulders so that you're taking it into a supported fish, so that it opens up this area that we've just been working. You don't want it crushed in. You want to make sure that if you go one way, you have to go the other to open up the neck and open up the chest. And bring it back down. If we roll over, we're going to bring ourselves and we're going to move between child and cobra. So we're taking ourselves down into a child position, hands pushing out. We're going to come up and we drop our hips and look up into cobra. Then roll back to child. Curl up, so you're curling the spine up. You're dropping the hips. You're looking up. You're rolling back to child. Let's curl up. Drop the hips, look up. Roll back. And with this we're just working the spine. Stretching the stomach. And just letting ourselves relax down. Let's do one more. Rolling up. And stay here in child. Let the elbows relax, let the head relax. Take them legs apart. You need to get the belly or the boobs in. Let's do a thread the needle. So if we bring our right hand, palm up, bring it under, and still letting the head rest down Let the elbow rest down. And then we're going to take it to the other side. We'll bring the left hand underneath. Let the right elbow drop down, let the head drop down. You feel a nice pull through the shoulders, through the arms. And then bring it back up. We're going to take ourselves down into lying down relaxation. Remember, if you need to, cover yourself over. I'm going to drop down and put the light on it, even though you won't really see. I'm going to leave it nice and quiet. You might be able to still hear the rain. But well, no, it's not worth me putting on the music. Let yourself relax. So thinking about that breathing we did at the beginning. Breathing out through the lower part, then the middle, then the top, leaving a little gap in between. And as you're breathing out, then the same way taking it down. Or you could mess about with it and try different ways for the air to come in and out of the body. It's completely up to you. So let me just change everything down. Make sure that your body's nice and relaxed. Make sure that your jaw's relaxed. That your shoulders are relaxed. That your abdomen, your pelvic floor, your stomach is relaxed. Trying to think about how you're feeling at each part of the breath. You know, when we're angry and when we're tense and when we're upset, but do we really know when we're happy, relaxed, or okay? Sometimes it's just nice to sort of have a kind of feeling. But it's knowing when you've just got that, I'm okay, kind of feeling. And sometimes at different points of our breath, when we're breathing in or breathing out or holding the breath in or out, you may feel different. And sometimes when we're breathing, we might not notice that our shoulders are starting to tense. We're squeezing our belly or our bum. And sometimes our mind may wander. But whenever we notice it, just bring it back. We're trying to breathe into different sections of the lungs. What you might notice is that some parts may feel that you can breathe a bit more into it, some parts are a little. They may merge from one to the other. You may be able to feel it pushing into the floor as you breathe, or against your arms. So I want you to think about your breathing. I want you to breathe in through the nose, and I want you to take one breath out through the mouth. Trying to make that breath out a little bit longer than it is to breathe in. Remember to do another one of those breaths of breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then starting to feel movement through the toes and the fingers. Into the ankles and the wrists. Into the knees. And the elbows. The hips and the shoulders. Front and the back of the body and the head and the neck. And then raising your hand above your head, you can breathe in and stretch your fingers in one direction, stretch your toes in the other. With the knees up towards your chest and roll the legs round in a circle in one direction and a circle in the other. Let yourself roll onto your side and stay there until you feel okay. And I'm going to say good night.